Good morning, YouTube. How are you today, Mr. YouTube? Hope you're having a lovely time profiteering of my live streams. Wait! So, hey! Shut up! You're driving me nutting today. Bloody dog's barking like mad. As you can see... Jackie, shut up! Shut up now! Pack it in! Pack it in! You old grumble. I want you! Piss off. Shut up now. Shut up! Jackie, shut up! Driving nuts in. Normally, just shouting at you like that does the trick. As you can see. So, it's a cold period, February, which is awful. Glad we're out of it. And the deep snow, so a car comes up and this is what happens. They get into these, they sink into it basically and they can't get out. And it becomes undrivable, unbelievably undrivable and difficult. I wouldn't even attempt to go up here in the van. Or maybe I would, but I couldn't imagine it getting all the way, not without sort of foot down all the way. If you stop, that's it. You're staying. You're not going anywhere, kind of thing. So, see what we're doing here. It's quite cold today, but it is plus. I've only got a light jacket on, furry jacket. So, like. And, so it's quite nice out. Quite nice out. Nice and bright, bit of daylight about that. For a Sunday today, I've forgotten it was Sunday actually. Normally I don't live stream on Sundays because everybody's in bed, asleep. Nobody interacts with me on a Sunday. Cheapers, creepers, falling over. So Sunday's so quiet, kind of pointless. Other than talking to myself, which isn't such a bad thing. At least I get some sense. My own sense. Anyway, at least I'm not answering. Watching this, all 11 people waking from, I don't know, dip in, dip out. And, anyway, this is, again, walking the dogs, Leningrad Oblast. Same road, same place. Not the tactics of the channel, the YouTube channel. I don't want to get into to be one of those YouTubers who moans about things for me on views and whatever, you know. People want to watch it, they watch it. Don't want to watch it, they won't watch it. Simple as that. But I can explain why these videos weren't meant for YouTube, and they weren't meant for YouTube. Season 1 and 2. So if you want to know why, that's the explainer video of how it came from Telegram to YouTube. It wasn't. It was the wrong platform, wrong thing. That's what happened. So, and it's now corrected, of course, as we move forward. The videos are going to be different. It really is. Really can't go until not the land's dried out. That doesn't make any difference. But until the temperatures at night time are slightly in the plus. It means you have the heating on full whack, whatever. And it's, yeah, you have a heating on full whack, you can't breathe in there. What are you doing, eh? What are you doing, you silly old thing, eh? What are you doing? See, much nicer when you're not yapping at him. What happens anyway when you have a wolf dog? So for those who are new to the channel, welcome. This guy, I live in St. Petersburg, Russia at the moment, but I'm solo building a house in Novgorod, in a place called Staraya Russa. Where are you from? I'm originally from England, but this is Russia. I'm originally from Sheffield, England, and this is Russia. This is Leningrad Oblast. It's where I live in the forest. Soon not to live in the forest, because the forest won't be here as it becomes urbanized. And here's my wolf dog. Here he is. Jackie, come here, come show your wolf face. Come here, come show your wolf face. Here's my wolf dog. Come here, show your wolf face. So, good boy. So that's my wolf dog, and what have you. And I'm building a house in Novgorod, in a place called Stara Russa. It's a very, very, very ancient town in Novgorod, Russia. You know now Russian, I'm Russian. Oh, да, я могу по-русски говорить. But I have a strong, тяжелый accent. So there we go. So I'm building a house in Stara Russa, solo build. It's a real solo build. It's not a fake AI, you know, kind of thing. And someone's been sick there. Balbinder Meggie. You're sick, you're ill, you must take some tablets or something. Drink some water. You'll feel much better, I'm sure. Accent не страшно. Accent absolutely страшно. I try. But, I'm 15 years in and I've still got a heavy accent. Or 16 years in Russia, so I've still got a heavy accent. And I do try, and I keep promising I'm going to do some language lessons and improve. But so far, kind of hard. For shashlik, you'll know, if you know Stara Russa, you'll know it's a beautiful town in Novgorod, which is where I'm moving to. And if you look at the videos, you'll see what I'm doing up there. It's a real solo build. It's not, there's no fakery. There's no builders hiding around a bunch of Tajiks around the corners hiding, building it for me. There is no gang of YouTube videographers. It's really my work. It's only me, myself, and I. My wife helps a little bit sometimes, but generally it's me alone. So the videos, I did do an explainer video about why the videos are the way they are, and basically they were designed for Telegram immigrants group, but I did it anyway when I opened the channel, and there they are. Season 3 of the build is going to be very different, very different style of shooting the videos and editing the videos and whatever. Come up here, stay up here, come on, we're not going back yet, no, come on, you come up here, Archie, come on. For those who don't know, be careful in wherever you are in the world, because apparently the news has it that Russia has been digging tunnels. Story, but apparently Russia is digging tunnels under Europe to invade Europe with immigrants, and England's immigrants on the dinghies are really Russian agents. They're coming up in France in these tunnels and coming across on dinghies. So if you spot immigrants in your country, beware. It's us from Russia sending immigrants through tunnels, apparently. It was in the Sun newspaper, so that's definitely got to be believed. And it's absolutely true. And I'm sure Shashlik, I'm sure he's a co-conspirator as well in sending immigrants through tunnels into Europe. You've ever heard out so ridiculous in all your life? I hope not. Whatever. That's what they like to do, these silly things, isn't it? Now, shall I show you my neighbour's house? Shall I show you my neighbour's? My neighbour's house is very nice. They did a lovely mural. It's a dasher. It's not really a house. And, oh, what you spotted? What's under there? What is it then? What you got? What is it? What's that? What's that? What's in there? What's that? What is it? What's in there? Get in. What's in there? What's in there? What's in there? What is it? What's in there? Dig it out then. What is it? Something kind of mouse, mishka, krisa, может быть. Mouse or a rat. What is it? Look at it. Didn't find it. Anyway, I'll show my neighbour's house anyway, because they did a lovely mural for their grandkids, and it's quite pretty, and it's a bit of Russian culture. That probably a lot of Westerners wouldn't understand or know about. And it's basically Baba Yaga, and she's like kind of an evil witch that, you know, likes to eat kids and things, you know, kind of like the Hansel and Gretel story kind of thing. But she doesn't go along on a broom, she goes in a mortar and pestle. And she's got I think she's got a travelling stove as well, on wheels kind of thing. So, and a house is actually a house that's built, it has real legs and it can move about, this house, Baba Yaga's house. So I'll show you up here the mural that they did, and you can see Baba Yaga. She's on the side of the house that they painted for the grandkids. This mural they did. So there we are. So there we go. So that is the house, and you can see the mural, and they've got swans, and there's a house in the forest and what have you. And it's very nice. It's horrible. I was if I can get Igor to do a dacha tour of a real Russian dacha in the next few weeks. Next time I see him, he's not up here at the moment, but there we go. So that's Baba Yaga. She's there, and she's got crows with her, and she's in a mortar and pestle. But this Baba Yaga's actually got, and I always tell them, I show off your house and your mural, and they're always quite proud and happy that I show off their mural to people. So that's good. It's a good thing to do. They're proud of that mural there. I think she designed it and somebody else painted it for them. I think that's how it worked out. But yeah, it's great for the kids, isn't it? You know, something like that. Why not? Great bit of fun. Who wouldn't like a bit of fun in their life? But so as you can see, a quick explanation of the forest here. So what looks like a wonderful forest where I live, in fact, isn't. Or it is. They're real trees, as in they're made out of wood, and nobody planted them here, they grew there. But what it actually is building plots. And 35 years ago, this area was cleared for building plots, and it was awarded to the Admiralty, and it was for Soviet sailors returning from the Afghan War, officers in particular, returning from the Afghan War, and they were awarded plots of land to, yeah, went back to government. Very few people did. At that end of the settlement, yes, a lot of houses, but this end, no. There's a few. Igor and Yulia, they bought their plot from a veteran. We bought ours from a veteran and whatever, and there's a few like that. But most of them, either the veterans died off over the years, or they had no interest in it, or they had no money to build, or whatever reasons. Actually, if you look at it carefully, the trees are all very thin. There's no great 100-year-old oaks or anything. It's quite thin. It's mainly ash. And false avatar, how are you doing? So anyway, that's why the forest is quite thin, and that's why it's good. My dog, Wolf dog decided to lay in the... You've been laying around all day. You've been whining at me to go out, and then when we do come out, what do? You lay down. You great lump. So there we go. All across there, and then there's our road, then there's this one that's parallel, and then another one further up that's parallel. They're all fully occupied with houses. I can't walk up there. I can walk up there, but the signal disappears. We doing good, persons. Hope you and the dogs are all right. Yes, we're great. We're great. The dogs are fine. They're fine. The snow's melting. Whatever. But anyway, and Pulkovo highway that's going to bypass this place, Gorelova, and bypass Krasny It'll bypass everything basically. And that's where it's going to go. And it's about a kilometre up there where it'll go, which means the forest here will become noisy. I would imagine that lorries passing 24 hours a day is going to create noise here. So, and this is supposed to be a road here as well, actually. See where the pylons run up there. Not done very much yet, have they? But it's going to be a road eventually. These are all plots here. All of them are all plots. So, and that's what's going to happen. The forest will disappear completely. All this will become its own little mini town, won't it? It's mini micro district. That's what'll happen to it, and the forest will disappear forever. And then there'll be from Russians about cottage settlements and closed gate settlements, and this is the beginnings of a closed. It is closed settlement to get finalised. We're just now at the point of getting ours registered and whatever, and it's taken a long time. And because of that, nobody really wanted to buy here. There's very few people, and it was very quiet. It was lovely here for the first 15 years, and now it's becoming urbanised. And as the legalities are all settled and sorted out, then all these plots here will be sold off eventually. Basically what happens is there's like a mini president elected, and then he has the right to sell unclaimed plots. They do a search and see if there's any surviving ancestors from the original owners. If there's nobody, if it has truly gone back to the government, then he has the right to sell it, and the profits are used to build infrastructure. So things like road networks and whatever are all pumped into the settlement, like rubbish collections and all kinds of stuff like that. So and security. So you sell a plot off and it pays. It'll be complete, and there actually isn't a fence around the territory. That'll all be sorted out with fenced off and whatever, or fenced in. Not fenced in or fenced out, I'm not sure which. But that'll happen eventually, but not yet. So before all that happens anyway, I will be long gone. I will be in Novgorod with the new house, which to me is much better. I don't want to be in a closed settlement. It has advantages, but there isn't many. And what you tend to find, I mean, I've done a lot of foundations. You've seen some of the videos. I've done foundations with my work for a long time. So I've seen an awful lot of these settlements, probably more than most Westerners. And what you tend to find is that you get little committees, subcommittees growing within the communities. And they have their own funny ideas, you know. Oh, we saw somebody walk a dog past without a lead, let's fine them, you know, or something like that. You know, oh, your kids were playing too loudly, or whatever, you know, you were playing music late at night, and they get all these funny ideas, committees, horrible things committees, and it becomes a community at war with itself, within itself, and the sort of the committee members invent problems for the communities that lives there. So like, oh, we saw a car going past at 6 miles an hour instead of 5, so we're going to put speed bumps on the bloody road, you know, that kind of nonsense. And I really don't want to be part of that. I'm not interested in it. So the house in Novgorod is not anything like that. The land up there is within an established road, a town road. It's within the town boundaries. There is no closed community, anything like that. And in fact, there's only 2 houses on my road, and we'll be the third. We'll be the third house, and the other thing there is 3 German bunkers. That's it. There's nobody else going to be. There's no plans for development up there. I'm very happy about it. The forest behind the house, you see some of the videos on maybe live streams I did up there. I didn't do many live streams. You'll see the forest behind the house, which I cleared out, and we're doing a lot more clearing of that forest this year. That's going to be the other half of the forest that I wanted to clear last year. Never got to it, but this year I will. It keeps the mosquitoes down, and it keeps the fire risk down, because you get a forest fire in very dry forest, which it is, then it can spread rapidly and you can't stop it. So there's a second, there's a second German anti-tank ditch at the back of the house, and that is a convenient fire break. So we'll clear to that. Not clearing the trees, only clearing the undergrowth and the sort of dead wood, you know. So that's where we'll be clearing to. And in fact, what will happen is the forest will come alive, because it was very overgrown and very sort of dingy in there, and not dirty, just overgrown and uncared for. And what you get is a lack of light in the forest, and trees tend to grow very thin and spindly when there's no light, because they're looking for the light. And Archie, come here! Archie, come here! Can't come and stay up here. We don't want to. Yeah, you wolf dog. And so this year we're going back and we're clearing out that bit of forest. Come on. We're clearing out that bit of forest. The other half is waiting there. I'm guessing he's waiting. That means he's going to a public banya, which means he's probably rang up the banya, asked them to open the gate. They've opened the gate, and he will come through and he will turn right down here to the public banya, which has been built down there, so we can't see it from here. I've been past it several times. And public banya, you think, what's a public banya? It's a public sauna. It's a place where you can hire out these huge saunas and you can have wedding parties there and all kinds of things. And it's turned off, okay, not really not there. But anyway, the banya down there, banyas are okay, but they bring their own problems to communities. I don't think it should have been allowed to be built down there, but not my call. Basically what they do is you end up with banyas, you end up with all the things. You get naked people in banyas, guess what? Naked males invite naked females, and you end up with prostitution and all kinds of things going on. And really, I don't think it should be on a settlement like this. But again, against nothing anybody could do about it. Just one of those things. Legalities, it's actually on industrial land, and nobody can do anything about it. So just one of those things of urbanisation creeping in that we don't want. But there you go, one of the things. If I was actually looking, I was doing some research today on the water in Novgorod, in the new town, Starosta, and the crystal water that's up there, mineral water even, so to say. And it turns out, after doing some investigation, that in 1908 they built, the town basically has had centuries of problems with water because it's got mineral water and it's salty, and it's basically undrinkable, except in small quantities. And it's been a problem, it was a problem for centuries. And so they built in 1908 a waterworks, and basically what it does, they drill down into the, through the rocks into the subsoil and whatever, and they got down to past the rock. I don't know how many thousands of feet they got down there, but they went down a long way, and they ended up in a glacial lake, or glacial sea that was down under the ground, so many thousand feet down. And that is what supplies the town water, and it's absolutely beautiful. I found 3 bottles here. We'd fetched 3 bottles back with us that we're using in the van actually to top up the radiator. I kept them as an emergency. We found them the other day. They're frozen solid. In fact, I'm going to go and collect one now. And actually the water is absolutely beautiful, clear. I didn't realise how good it was. And so I did some research today to find out where the town water comes from. That's turns out it's actually called artisan water. And that's where it comes from. So really, you know, really where it comes. Stop sending silly numbers. Go to school sovereign. That's silly. It doesn't make any sense. 67. What's all that about? But anyway, we fell over there. So the water is absolutely beautiful down there, up there, and much better than anything in St. Petersburg here. Believe me, St. Petersburg is full, it's chlorinated heavily. It's heavily chlorinated to a point where it's kind of misty, and you have to filter it, if not double filter it. In fact, we've got a filter on that filters anything coming into the house, and then on top of that, there's a triple filter for drinking water, which basically kills the water, nothing in it. It's just bland. But the water in Novgorod in Starosta is mineral water, straight from the tap. Come on you. No filter needed, and it is the beautiful water ever had. It sounds like nothing, but actual water is vital for your survival, and it's vital for your life. So I consider myself very privileged that we'll be able to get access to fresh mineral water like that straight from the tap. It's something unique to that area, and I am very happy about it. But anyway, it's come to the end of my live stream, end of my walk. I'm home today. Attack the van again, see if I can get this van running. I was working on it yesterday. I got one more bolt off, and there's one more to go, and then I can get at the problem. So I'm going to have another go at this in a while, and it's a pain in the butt to do it, to be honest. I will quickly show you my van engine, the difficulties that it's giving me. I'll quickly show you this. So, it's an old van, but anyway, wait 1 minute. So this is the Steyr diesel. This here, what a monster it is. And basically that air cleaner there, this thing here, is the air cleaner. And there's 4 bolts underneath there that I can't get out. I had an endoscope right in the back there, if you can imagine. That has to go, feed the turbo, so turbine here is run off the exhaust. It compresses the air and straight into the air feeder, into the cylinders. Compressed air coming into the cylinders, giving it the turbo kick. And what a pain in the ass to get that off. Basically what's happened is the wire in loom has burnt out over there. The temporary fix didn't work. And basically the sensor that opens the air valves is located under there, so I have to take that off to get at it. So Steyr diesel, there's no head gasket on these, they're a straight engine, straight block. And what a pain in the ass to have to work on. Will not recommend anybody having one. They're re-licensed under GAZ. I think it's a GAZ 560, but it says GAZ 31 there, but it's actually 560. And what have you. So I'll be working on this today. See if I can get rid of. I've got the front off, look. And see if I can get it to go. It should go, I think. If I can get that off and get that sent. I can actually, once I've got this air cleaner off and got the this electronic solenoid valve off, it will probably run on its own without any kind of problems at all. But until that solenoid's off and worked out what's wrong with it, why it's not working, until then I'm sort of stuck. But very old fan, but it's doing a purpose. It's getting us to, it's my old work van actually, but it's doing a purpose. It's getting us to Novgorod and back and whatever. And so that's the plan anyway. So that's the old diesel engine, and now we'll never use anything but distilled water in your radiator. It will corrode, rust and clog with minerals and cause the antifreeze to freeze. Always check dilution with a gauge. Yeah, I do have an antifreeze tester here in Russia. We use pure antifreeze down to -40, because if you use anything else it will freeze. So as you can imagine, you've got air speed against your engine. And there's no radiator on it. I took it off actually. I took it off when this died on me. I took the radiator off specifically for winter to make sure it's completely drained down so that nothing could freeze in there over the winter and whatever. But that's what happened anyway. And it's under there. If you can imagine getting under there. I was at it with an endoscope yesterday. I've got 3 of the bolts off, and there's one left at the back. And what they've got in actual fact, I can show you this. But if you look, I'll show you with the pointer here. If you look at this here, these are the diesel pump. It's actually inside the engine. It's not a tap-on thing. It's actually inside, mechanically driven. And these are the diesel pipes that are running directly into the diesel pump, which is at the back of the engine, of all places. And those are clamped on with that clamp right there. The clamp right there. And because of that clamp there, the clamp of the diesel pipe's too high, which means you can't get to the final bolt, which is always nice. So got to remove that clamp and then push those pipes down to get a socket right at the end there and try and get the final bolt off, remove the air cleaner, and then the sensor is down here somewhere where the wires are running to that I can't actually get at. So joy of joys. And also, just to make extra pleasure, the glow plugs are actually located under this air cleaner in there. Everything's such a ridiculous setup in oil life. It's the reliable engine, but blimey, they're hard to work on. And you've got some other nuances of this engine. You've got powered steering there from that pump there, and the water pump is actually behind here. That's just the front. You can't actually get the water pump. You've got to take off the whole cowling. You've got to take off the main drive belt off of it to get at the water pump. You see under there, so it's a real pain. And you've got to take this off as well to get at it, to get at the water pump. So you can take the whole shebang apart and wherever. But good thing is they're almost unbreakable at the inside of the engine because there's no head gasket on them. It's just the top cover. That's it. There's no head on there. Solid block. They're actually designed for motorboat use. They weren't designed for cars, and you know, I'm going feral, frothing from the mouth and speaking in tongues. Antifreeze has to mix with water or it won't cool properly. You can buy remixed or concentrate. Yeah, I buy concentrate as much as I can, and it goes down to -40. That's the amount you can get here, and that goes in neat. Because if you don't put anything else in, if you try to mix it to anything less than that, it would just freeze. And even at 40, it's kind of, you know, if you put neat antifreeze in your the window washers over there, put -40 in that. With the wind chill factor, it just freezes. You waste the time, you don't do anything in winter. So yeah, it's not in this kind of climate. You can see we're covered in snow. It's actually sunk into the snow. It's melting a bit there, but I will get to it. I'll get it going. It's an old van, but it's a very old van. I think this is 2000 and basically this has only got like, I think this had 500 miles on it, about 500 miles on it when I got it, and it had been sat for 10 years and done nothing. And they bought it new and not used it, just sat outside rotting. And consequently, the body has rotted to a degree, and all the wiring inside has gone all bad, basically. And I did rewire a lot of it. I put my own wiring systems in. You can see there I've been messing around with the wires and whatever. Electronics is my thing, but this one really defeated me. Even the lights are so bad, I put my own fog lights on the front there to get it to light the way up, because the actual headlights in these things are about much use as a 1 watt bloody, you might as well have candles in them, you know. Snow in the UK? No, this is Russia. This is not UK, this is Russia. I'm in Russia. Derek. This is just outside Leningrad Oblast. You can see it, look, by my Russian number plate. There, look. You can see it there. There you go. And there's Russia. Yeah, I've even got a Russian flag on it. There you go. Hey, there you go. Look, there's my Russian flag. So there you go. I see. Ha. So there we go. But anyway, I'm not staying out long. My fingers are dropping off, and I wasn't intending to go out long on a Sunday. It was only meant to be a short stream while I was walking the dogs. And hey, Archie, come on. What are you doing down there, eh? Come on. Come on. Come on. Wolf dog's come out to see. There's my wolf dog. Show me your wolf face. Hey, Jackie, show me your wolf face. That's not wolf face, is it? Jackie, come here. Show me the wolf face. Show me the wolf face. Ah, yeah. So here's my wolf dog anyway. Come on, this way. This way, you. Come on, where have you been? That's Heinz 57 dog there. Should have just called him Heinz. 57 different varieties in that one. Bit of a mongrel, but you're friendly, aren't you? You're friendly, aren't you? Yes, you are. You're friendly. Bit of a lump. Get a bit fat, aren't you? Come on, been feeding you too much over the winter time. But anyway, that's the end of this live stream. Hope you have a lovely Sunday, wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you in the next one whenever. If you haven't seen my videos, by the way, go see them. They were designed for Telegram, but you see, I'm doing a real solo build in Novgorod. It's not a fake solo build. There's no shenanigans going on with AI girls in camel toe shorts chopping wood up with a sword. None of that nonsense. It is a real build, so enjoy that, and I'll see you in the next one.